On to the part of Fatal Frame 4. This time we're playing Choushiro's final chapter. Let's go through it, shall we? This one's supposed to be a very jump cut heavy one too, because there's a lot of just like nothing, like going for the same area sort of thing. So change that lens and shoot that. It's not the right lens. That is the correct lens. So yeah, we'll be going through a whole bunch of areas, and I'm gonna jump cut to when we get stuff happening. So yeah, 2 years ago he followed into this place and met a woman. Can't remember shit. So he he clearly has something to do with this place. Now we got a bit of work going on. The mission that has bestowed work after work upon me. But my point of view, the vision only increases the beauty of the end product. This work depicts innocent, foolish girls asking for help without even knowing a crime has been committed. 5 young girls who seek the light, mixed relief and despair, are held back by the way of the act committed by that beautiful girl. It is appropriate to call his work an embodiment of my vision. My throat. And now my vision spreads wide and infinite, and there is nothing. This vision shows me relief in the form of a remedy for blooming. We shall be delivered by extinction. Fuck's sake. This island will bloom in confusion and be exquisitely eradicated. Everything in Imperial shall bloom. Stop, look upon the bloomed woman. The beautiful destruction pouring from that face. Faceless, bloom destruction. I was born! I was born! I was born! I was born! There you go. So yeah, that was the artist, and he went fucking mad, and yeah. So let's continue on, shall we? The artist is dead now, so that's about it for him. Unfortunately, this guy's still around. That is Haibara, I believe. Yeah, Haibara. So he's obviously dead, but yeah, it does seem like he's haunting Choushiro here for the most part. Get the picture there. He's looking at a painting. Now, there is supposed to be an item here according to the walkthrough, but I never got that. So, yeah. There's an item there, but that's just a readable, which I'm about to read for you right now. Black notebook. How long will my sister continue to sleep? I have done everything I can to cure my sister. My hands are tainted with the illegal experiments. The ceremony of passage caused the forbidden day without suffering. Sure did. However, after the ceremony failed, my sister has left both dead and alive, in a way. Why was the ceremony of passage not enough? Why did I come here for? Maybe it would be better if I could just forget it all. Maybe. This picture is hope. My sister will awaken. The other picture is ominous and frightening, but I feel calm when I stand in front of this painting. My sister will wake up. One day, for sure. And we got an Ebony Stage Key. It's for the basement. You already know where this is. It's that door we couldn't go into before, back in the purification path. We'll have to go back there. But yeah, there's this painting and a painting right to our right that we have to examine, because you can see that the game is like lining them up. However, if I decide, you know, to go backward, there'll be like a wheelchair behind me. We'll talk about the wheelchair later on. But right now, for the most part, I looked around for an item, I couldn't find it, so yeah, I'm gonna jump cut to me just going to the paintings. So yeah, the woman in red, probably important. Also that painting too, of the 5 girls. I think we can already tell about these paintings right now, but yeah, now it's time for the wheelchair. If you go by this, you'll trigger this scene. Yep. We did defeat the wheelchair woman, so obviously she is quite pissed about it. But don't worry, we have a flashlight. So it's very easy to beat her. Choushiro is over-fucking-powered. Alright, time for the letter. The sunlight was strong. When she appeared, I was standing on the courtyard veranda. She came upstairs. The air in the courtyard stopped moving. She had no face. That faceless person was the Walking Dead. She looked at the man in the garden. That man's face was destroyed. Oh no! The faces of people that looked at her face were destroyed. As if it were nothing, the woman went into the hole. It started. Since I was born dead, it was my first feeling of elation. It started. It was like going somewhere far away. It made me feel young again. On today's walk, I might go somewhere far away. Maybe I can finally go to the beach again. So, yeah, it's about the last one from her. Alright, jump cut to me going back over to, the coffins here. It's a fucking item here, a function in fact. This one's an optional function, but it's called exploit. And what exploit does is it acts as a multiplier for your points. When you have this, your points multiply from an increase of 1 to 0.25 to 2 times. So, yeah, we'll be needing that for points. Next up, I'm going to go to the save point and just buy me a whole bunch of medicine, because I might as well for this guy. Get it to 10. I'm going to go ahead and save. And then afterwards, I'm going to go to the 4th floor. Because there's stuff to get up there, there's stuff to get into the 2nd floor, and stuff to get in the 1st floor. First, the 4th floor, as up here there are quite a few things. For instance, there it is. There's a thing we can interact with to get a nice little voice message. Yeah, that. I think we've seen that. I think we've heard that before, actually. I forgot when, like which person, but whatever. By direct instruction from the director, I was assigned to take care of the special patient on the 4th floor. Her name is Sakuya. The director gave me her name along with some reports, but what should I call her? What should I call her? Of course her name is Sakuya, but she rarely replies when I call that name. Her name is always changing. Wonder why. It's hard to believe, but she seems to become a different person sometimes. Just so slow that you can barely notice. I have some patients whose characters have changed and they began to refer to themselves by different names, but she's different. Her name is ever the same. No, she has no name. But what should I call her? So yeah, she's got a lot of personality disorder stuff going on. She's a very unknown character. Anyway, we should go ahead and just head on over to her. Which I'm not going to jump cut because after this hallway here, there is an encounter we get soon. So, that's good enough reason for me to just show you me just running all the way for this hallway. It'll be when we get close to the door, so, yeah. Just go around this corner and... there he is. Take a picture. Nah. You went in before we even had a chance. Oh well. Let's go inside and see what we can find. Well, there is one item here. Just one. It's on the bed here. And we can grab it, and we can take it. It's a tape. And a book. The diary. I finally read my mother's note about her decision. My mother was very worried about me because I was going to face the same pain as she did. My mother was predisposed to a sensitivity to many things. I wonder why. Could it be because of you? Perhaps I will have to face the same pain as my mother? Back then, what happened to my brother? Ever since, I have been afraid. That child grows around with an air of evil and fear around her, but I know that she is very, very gentle and vulnerable. I have to protect her before she hurts somebody else. Who? Who could this be? If it's permitted, I want to be together with her more often, to be near her and lead her in the right direction of kindness, following the same fate as my mother. And as soon as you leave this diary, we meet 2 ghosts. Yeah, these assholes. and I got attacked by one of them. My shape didn't work. Don't worry, that's the only time they are ever going to attack me. Because these fuckers are so easy that I never lose to them. Yeah. Done. Again, the flashlight just makes this a combat joke now. And guess what? More reading. We have entered the final stages of preparation for the ceremony of passage, and the director ordered that Sakuya be brought here. Sakuya was calm. Until recently, I was so confused. Until today, I didn't think I even knew what was happening. But then Sakuya sat there with a dignified appearance. And then she looked at me with a floating smile that seemed to penetrate everything. She always has it, doesn't she? In my throat. Before this, I could not remember this faceless person's face, but at that time her face was finally clear. I didn't realize such a kind face could do such a thing. However, Sakuya will be masked soon, and her face will again be hidden. Now I'm going to the director's office to try and see that person's face just a little more. Yeah, I'm sure that went very fucking well for you, mate. Anyway. Time to look at this thing that we got here, the tape. からも出て3人で綾子姉さん Well then, that was quite interesting. Anyway, I'm gonna jump cut now to, I believe, me heading over to, yeah, outside here. If we go back to the elevator is down. If we bring the elevator back up, though, we get a ghost encounter. 2 nurses. Let's kill them, shall we? There we go. And yes, you guessed it, after taking care of them, we get more fucking rating. Yep, here it is. Since that woman was rushed to the Morning Palace, this hospital is becoming stranger with each passing day. The person bringing food to her was an outsider, not hospital personnel. They were wearing a mask. Really now, I wonder why. Who were they? I asked Doctor, but he didn't answer. Speaking of this must also be prohibited. I will just quietly watch her over the door to her room. Yep, I am afraid to open the door. I've seen Magaki's paintings. A painting with a woman awakening from the basement. Everything in that painting feels disastrous. I just know it. That scenery is seared into my mind. When she awakens, perhaps this hospital will be destroyed. No one visits this island anymore. Perhaps in truth, it's already been fermenting here for a long time. Growing for a very long time. I guess that's going to be her last message. 2 years have already passed since the day of the Ragetsu Kagura, the day of the lunar eclipse nears. Will I be here forever? Soon, the run of the page here has been interrupted. Yeah, she fucking died. She got fucked. So, that's sad. Anyway, floor 2, because now we're heading over back to that fucking secret room. First, there's this picture here I gotta take to bed. And, it took a while, but eventually I got it by shooting at, I believe, where the pillow is. Yeah, right there. There it is. And with that, we can now head over to this room over here, in which there's an item down here. The item is blue crystal, so it would be for upgrading my camera or this flashlight. However, we're about to realize that this is going to be the first and only time the fucking hand gets me. Yeah, you see that bullshit? You can't react to that. And that's also every character's expectance of the fucking hand now in this playthrough. Great. Every character sold the hand. And outside here? Oh no, it's the woman! Don't worry, flashlight wins the day. Seriously, flashlight overpowered. No fucking contests anymore. I won't jump cut with this one because we haven't actually gone down this hallway yet. It just leads over to that one area I unlocked before. But, yeah. That was the ghost. That was the ghost that would chase us and be really bad. This time it was actually just, you know, not being that kind of ghost anymore. It was just coming to attack us normally. And it was super easy to fight against with my flashlight, because my flashlight is fucking God mode. And there's an item in here. It's an item that we need to get because it's important to the story. And it is a tape. And this tape is going to be interesting, for it is the last account of Kirishima. So let's listen to it and see what happened to Kirishima in his last tape.
9月17日、同月島到着。こうやって記録するのも刑事時代の癖だな。2年ぶりの老月島。この島で灰原を見たという情報が入った。今度はガセじゃない。これも勘だが。灰原が潜伏しているとしたら、やはりこの島なのかもしれない。島は静かだ。2年前の神楽の一件以来、周囲の島からもタブー視されているらしく、訪れる人もほとんどいないという。しかし暑いな。まだ残暑が厳しく日差しが強い。風がない。空気が動いてないんだ。時間が止まっているような。どうなってるんだこれは。顔がわからない。顔が灰原。そうか、そうだったのか。さやかさん。
Yeah, I think he got cursed and screwed over here too. So far, it definitely does seem like every single person has been fucked over from this lore shit. Which is not surprising considering its fatal frame. But, yeah. Now it's time for us to go to the breaker room, because inside the breaker room happens to be a thing we can interact with, the radio. And you guessed it, when we interact with the radio, we get an audio thing. And it's gonna be loud, and just listen. her again! And now we get this fucking sound. She leaves. There's a thing I can take a picture of, but I can't because my Wiimote's all fucked. It's an emulated Wiimote thing, and it's also readable here. A while ago when I was taking a nap, I had a dream about the door. Standing before the door with her enclosed within in a comatose state as if she wasn't alive. Suddenly I heard something, and I strained my ears. I heard something faintly. The sound of the wind? Breathing? It's so fucking loud in here. It's different. She sings to herself. Suddenly I noticed the dull, creaking sound of the door. The patient inside this door is in a coma, meant to be on the verge of death. But still. Oh my god, this fucking thing. Ooh! When the heavy shut door opens, like screaming, the groaning increases. I see! I see! I see! I thought I saw a small gap in the door. The eyes, standing red eyes. What? I don't understand. What is that face? What is that? And yeah, I seriously can't take a picture of this fucking thing down here. The emulated Wiimote cannot look down far enough. And I could switch to real Wiimote, but if I do that, I can't switch back to emulated. And guess what? There's a fucking thing later on that has the audio go to the Wiimote, and I want you to hear it, but I can't have that happen if I go to fucking real Wiimote. So, unfortunately, I have to just ignore this picture completely and just fucking move on. So, yeah. I really wanted this because I wanted to shut this fucking sound off. But no, I can't. We have to live with it. So let's get the fuck out of here, because it'll be in this room all the time, and just continue on. The ghost isn't there now, so might as well just move the fuck on. Hey, it stopped. I wonder what happens if I go back inside. Will it play again? Yep. 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 Of course you do. Of course you do. Alright, let's get the fuck out. We have the key we need anyways, so let's just go ahead and, you know, unlock that door over there and see what's inside. It's going to be the only area for Choushiro here that is new, essentially. This place. Mm-hmm. Yep. That was a thing. And there's a few items around here. One of them happens to be right next to this cell here, which is one blue crystal. You fucking assholes. Well, there's a readable over here, so let's go ahead and read it, shall we? About the Morning Shrine. Preparations to carve the mask were made, but the head wouldn't give his permission. In case of budding, the body shall be treated as follows. The face shall be cut, the face shall be taken off. Without the face, there is no blooming. This old tradition must be adhered to. Yes, there is still breath. While there is still breath, no kind must be carried out. But can you really call this woman alive? Is she dead? There is almost no breath, and the air around this woman is freezing cold. The atmosphere itself seems to freeze. A burning fills her room, but the incense is useless. The body has been lying like this for far too long. The face of the dying should be cut off. Okay. She is not allowed to be touched or called by name, but that just increases my uneasiness. This woman's face must be cut! This woman's face must be cut! Will I be able to resist that impulse? Probably not. Now this other cell here, if I go near it, I get this cutscene here.
Kirishima-san.
さやかさん、どうして？
その仮面のかけらをあの子に渡してください。大切なものです。
でも ルカちゃんがどこにいるのか。
あの場所です。あなたが昔ルカを見つけた場所。もうあまり時間がありません。お願いします。
さやかさん。
霧島さん、またあなたに助けられましたね。
Huh. That was interesting. That was Sayaka, and she is a ghost, but she wasn't in her ghost form just then. The moon reflected the moon. Quiet, deep forest. There is nothing. I see you. I'll see you. And there's a mask here too. There's one more item I have to go and get, and that's a red crystal thing. But that mask will actually give us our final thing to add to Choushiro's notepad here. But yeah, that was Sayaka, and she told us to give us Ruka. So that, I guess, explains the whole thing with Ruka meeting Choushiro, I guess. But yeah, she wasn't in her ghost form then. I wonder why that is. Could it be foreshadowing? Anyway, I was actually considering reading all of the notepad here for this part, but I feel like I don't want this part to be another fucking plot-heavy reading part, okay? So no. Instead, we'll just jump cut over to me leaving this place, because as soon as I get past the, you know, fucking loud room, we then get more loudness as I run away from that fucking ghost again. Yeah, she's aggressive again. Great. And guess what? This door here was actually locked the entire time. Yeah, I just unlocked it. So, yeah, let's get the fuck out of here already. Yeah, I saved the trouble of hearing that for a few minutes. It was obnoxious. Anyway, jump cut over to me being in the, yeah, back over to here. We're heading back to the hospital now. And as I go down this hallway here, you know, past this door, we'll get another ghost encounter. It's gonna be very easy considering we have the flashlight, so I don't have to talk about this fucking encounter at all, really. It's just, it's another encounter. Who fucking cares? Just flashlight it and move on. Look at that. I don't even care there was a ghost right in front of me. Just take the fucking L, you bastards. Bring it together. Done. Easy. Anyway, jump cut, because as soon as I get inside the hotel, in the hospital, the phone rings. That is why I could not switch from emulated to real Wiimote. Because there's this bit. And I want you to hear this bit. Like all the others. So, here is, I believe, not a final phone call, but one of the big ones. Yep, that confirms that everyone's fucked. And guess what? As soon as we go down here, we meet the guy who's been ringing us this entire time. Alright, so now it's time for this guy. He has the ability of fanning shots at you, and it's hard to avoid, and there's a little bit of damage to you. But outside of that, this guy's a pushover. So get rid of these other guys. Let's focus on this new guy. All I gotta do is just, you know, make sure he doesn't try to shoot at me. And just keep fucking shooting him until he dies. This fight is easy. I don't have any other words to give you for this fight because it's just like every other ghost fight. It's just the only difference is that it's really easy to deal with, considering this guy is not a fucking challenge at all. Like, he doesn't try to melee you, he just shoots orbs at you. It's really easy to just, you know, stop that and take him down. So yeah, just keep at it until eventually he dies. Nothing else to this, really. As soon as you beat him, by the way, a cutscene will start. So, yeah. Enjoy the cutscene, guys.
Okasaに頼まれてきた。もう安心だ。これを。灰原！
Where, you might ask? Well, don't worry. As soon as we get the elevator back up for us, we will see what the fuck Haibara wants to do with us right now. Because, yep, he's been fucking us the entire time. And it's finally time for us to end this bullshit with him, once and for all.
Kirishimaか。鬼ごっこ。結構面白かったな。でも、もう終わりだ。もう終わりによ。
Yeah, no, you're not fucking tricking me with that one. So yeah, now we gotta chase him. And there's one more ghost fight we have to deal with, and this is a random one. This ghost can either be in the place I'm about to go into, or she can be in this room to my right. So, yeah, just look through all of it, but eventually you will have to fight this ghost if you're unlucky. If you're very lucky, you won't have to fight her at all. But, yeah, I got unlucky. And it's a little girl, and she is a unique girl. We have not encountered her before, but don't worry, she's super easy. Just one shot and that's it. Yeah. So, yeah, let's just continue on forward, shall we? No items anywhere, really. And yeah, I was looking at the walkthrough and, it was telling me to then go back into a room to, like, find this ghost again. No, I never get the ghost again. I just get it the one time. You might get it a second time, though. I'm not entirely sure on that one. But I did get her the first time. And yeah, there's a picture as I go up this way. As I go to Haibara, going up the fucking stairs. But I don't want to go up there just yet. Took the picture, yeah, but then I want to go right, because there is an item to my right in that little room there. And that item is blue crystals, and we're going to need those. Not for Choushiro here, because his story is about to end soon. But we'll be needing it for, you know, Mayu. So, Mio, whatever. So, jump cut to me go up the stairs and outside the door to the rooftop, in which this chapter is about to end right about now.
だどこだ
もう鬼ごっこはおしまいだ。全部なくなるんだ。俺もあんたも。
こういうことだったのか。
And that's it. So, yeah, Choushiro died this entire time. And, yeah, he's been a ghost this entire time. So, yeah. The only one remaining is Ruka. And yes, it's Ruka. I keep fucking her name up. I'm sorry. I even call her Miyu at times. That's a fucking character from Fatal Frame 2. Which, by the way, this is before Fatal Frame 2. So, there's that. Anyway, it's all Ruka from here. So, next time, after I go ahead and just, waste away the remaining red crystal points I have on some other lens, and focus on upgrading that speed to max when I get enough blue crystal, and, the rest of the camera to full. But yeah, next time, we explore what appears to be Ruka's home. Why is it here? Well, we'll find out when we get through this chapter. For now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time for another part of Fatal Frame 4.